Hi, welcome back to Plants and Produce. My name's Andy and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and this will be a two-part video where the first part will be the construction and then the second part will be implementing this on the place where it has to go. Today I'm going to be building a raised bed and I'm going to be taking it up to my daughter-in-law as a belated Christmas present, hence why the Christmas shirt. So she loves gardening the same as my other two girls do, and she is very good the same as one of my daughters is. The other daughter loves gardening, but she's more of a Dr. Death type of gardening, and plants fear her because they have no chance of life if she has to look after them. So I usually build raised beds from some planking, either 1 inch or 1 inch by 8 or 1 inch by 6. But because I want to try something a little bit different with this, I want to try some Hugelkultur, which is slightly different. And if it doesn't work, then it'll be my daughter-in-law that it doesn't work on, not me. So we're going to take this up there and try it. My daughter-in-law is a very bright and intelligent lady who has given us a wonderful grandchild. The only issue is she had a lapse in judgment when she decided to marry into this family. So as I've mentioned my grandchild Oliver, who's around the 6 months, I should also mention my other 3 grandchildren, Carter, Zane and Link, that are spread across 3 different continents at the moment. So I'll go through the materials we're going to be using and then I will put it together, because there's nothing more boring than watching someone just screw pieces of timber together. And then once it's together, we'll explain how we put it together. Now, if you're wondering what these are, this is another little side project I do when I'm bored, just making stained glass wind chimes and panels. So most of the materials here are just a drill, screws and some hinges. And then I'm going to be using some 2x2 for the top frame, and then basically 8x2 for the frame, so it'll end up being about 12 inches high by 6 foot long by 2 foot wide. And then here I have some plex piping that I used for some plumbing jobs that I had left, so we'll make a frame for the top out of this and put some netting on. So I'll put this together and then we'll catch up filming again and explain how I put it together later on. So we're back, it's about an hour later. Just finished putting it back together. So as you can see, it's 2 6-inch boards high, using 3-inch timber roofing nails down the side. It's 6 foot long by 2 foot wide, and then we made these panels on the top which open up, and we'll end up putting a chain on here, and then across the top here, once it's all fully installed, we'll end up putting some bug netting, so try and protect the plants a little bit. And all this is the shark bite just put into some holes and tightened down. We may end up putting a small screw in here if it looks like it's going to fall out, but it shouldn't do. So next part of this video will be at my son and daughter-in-law's, where we'll be installing this and trialing out our Hugelkultur. Hey, welcome back to Plants and Produce. We're going to continue with our Hugelkultur theme, but we're going to do a bit of a slopey garden makeover over the next couple of days. So we're going to turn some of this, which is on a massive hill and a slope, into some sort of garden that we can actually use. So we'll do some time-lapse stuff during the next 2 days and we will see what we can get achieved. Hey, so welcome back to Plants and Produce. So we're at my daughter-in-law and son-in-law's and we're installing the raised bed box that we built for them. So what we're going to try is Hugelkultur. Hugelkultur, what is it? Hugelkultur is utilising rotten branches, rotten trees, just dead fall as the nitrogen based or the compost for the plants in the future. So it's a long-term effect where you start laying the base with either leaf mulch, rotten branches, rotten trees, and as they decompose, then they release the nutrients and they release the stuff that helps the plants to grow. So you should never have to fertilise the plants, they will always get their plants from the natural soil. Obviously once they've rotted down and they're finished, you will have to add some more stuff to them. So we have the box, and fortunately where we are now, and as you can see in the background, the two are working away to try and keep extending their garden from what we did yesterday. So we've fortunately got a lot of already pre-rotten stuff that's really going to give it a good start. So, you can use anything from rotten all the way up to just been cut. It will rot down. So once you've got your base layer put in, and I'm going to use this Miracle Grow raised bed because it's all in one. All ready to be planted out with a boat netting on it to try and protect it from anything out there. So as my two helpers seem to have disappeared from behind me, it must be time for us to wrap this video up. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share with anybody that you feel might like this video.